welcome back. Let's talk today. All right, we are starting with Aries, and we are doing what the heck is going on. What the heck is going on, Aries? I've been gone a minute, guys. I have anyway, long story short, I took a fall, and I have several autoimmune conditions, so a fall for me is like really bad. So it caused a really caused a little bit of a flare, but we're good. We're feeling actually great today. All right. So let's see what is going on. Actually, I am going to start with these cards for some reason. All right, for Aries. What the heck is going on for Aries? You got focus, waxing gibbous, focus. It's 14, which comes out to 5. So there's changes happening. There's a need for you to focus right now. There's a butterfly and there's a light on her head, which feels to me like not only is your third eye, heavily active, you're doing a very good job of keeping yourself in balance, both as above, so below. There's a good balance here going on. And there's a lot of downloads coming in from your ancestors, from your guides. There's a lot of crown chakra activation. But you're also, your third eye is wide open. You're getting so many downloads. You're getting a ton of dream messages. You're just getting, there's so much going on, right? But you're keeping a good job of you're doing a good job of keeping your head above water, right? Because once you go fully submersed into your emotions, sorry, my nose is already starting to itch. Not just your emotions, but also being too far on one side, being too grounded and being too much in the astral, if that makes any sense. Right now it does feel like you are in the void though. Right now it doesn't feel like there's I just heard an echo with one. It feels like you're gonna have a beginning, but you're in the void right now. So it feels like you're in the middle of kind of nothing. And it's interesting because I'm getting a lot, but I'm also getting nothing, if that makes sense. There's something that's going to have to do with the eclipse. I know there's an eclipse coming out in August. I believe it's August 6th. I'm not sure. I could look it up, but I mean, you guys can Google that. But I know there's an eclipse coming up. So something about the eclipse in August that's going to help you move out of this void. Yeah, with protection. Yeah, see, you see how this person is in a fetal position, and this person is also like laying down, and it's kind of a void. You're being protected right now because you are in the middle of going through a transition right now. But I don't feel like you're just kind of out of commission. I do feel like right now everything's very lit up, and my right side of the body just started to tingle, which is weird. And you're heavily focused right now, okay? So that's what's going on right now. Let's see what else needs to come out. What else does Aries need to know? For Aries. I keep hearing that echo, like when you're in an empty room and you're like, hello, and you're like, hello, hello, hello. That just reminded me of the Grinch. Hello, hello. You're a jerk. You're a jerk. That was mine and my best friend's favorite movie. That movie always reminds me of her. And I just had lettuce in my teeth, so hopefully nobody saw that. I just literally walked in the door to my house, and I had a bunch of stuff to do, and I was like, I need to run and just get, I want to do at least, you know, this reading. I have a million things to do today, which is great. 26, you got empowerment and you got root chakra. Yes, yes. So right now there is an activation happening, and it is empowering you. It feels like you're finally calling in all of your energy back, and it is straight up activating you. To be honest with you, you guys might have some I don't want to say the word. I don't think I can say the word. Corny as fuck with an H. Right now, you guys might be really corny, okay? Because this does activate. It doesn't mean go out and, you know, find yourself. Do not scratch an itch. Do not use another body to scratch an itch. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? Right now is the time to use this energy to put it exactly where you need it, right? This is energy that gives life. But we're talking about life as in a child, but also life to creations, to businesses. Hell, people use this energy to start wars. They use them to start, you know, you can use this energy for anything, because it's literally creation. Obviously, don't use this energy to start some bullshit, but this is good energy. When you're in this energy, it means you're starting to become empowered, and you know your strength. You know who you are. You know you're that bad bitch, whether you're a dude or a dudette, right? And it's starting to alert your root chakras. I'll read them. It says, the frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we are all connected through the same source. And then the root chakra is the frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security and this physical plane, both of our bodies as well in the physical world. Like I said, you are doing really good with being in that. You're doing a good job of doing both, as above so below, right? I have a tendency of always wanting to be in the 5D. I don't enjoy being in the, I didn't enjoy being in the 3D, and so I had to learn how to start enjoying that and allowing myself to be more in the 3D, because being in the 5D, nothing was getting done for me, right? Yes, I was allowing myself to be in a beautiful place, but you still have to live in the 5D. And then you'll wake up and you're upset because things aren't working, things aren't going right, and it's because you're not, you know, sorry, I have to clean my glasses. You're not putting any energy into the 3D. How are you going to move things? You can't. It's, again, that's manifestation 101. You manifest, and then there's movement, right? If you're always in the 5D putting in orders and orders and orders, and you're not making the movement, nothing's going to happen. All right, let's start to clarify. Are these reversed? Yes, they were. These are all upright right now, and I don't want to turn them reverse. If they reverse, they reverse. I've already learned cards do what they want. Ooh, I don't use these very often. They're stiff. Maybe you guys are stiff, having I heard a stiff body. Oh, that actually hurt my hands. I haven't used these very often. Alright, let's clarify. I usually get 5, so The Two of Pentacles. Yeah. But look, there's another butterfly there. The Two of Pentacles. Let me pull out a couple more cards before I keep going. Basically, you made a choice. There was a decision that needed to be made, and it was made, or it's being made as we're speaking, or it's going to be made, right? There's a decision that needs to be made, and it was whether you were going to stay where you were or whether you were going to move forward. Yeah, with the Seven of Cups, look, a decision needed to be made. What is it that you're going to put your focus on right now? What is it that you're going to... Are you going to focus on the things that have gone wrong, or are you going to focus on the things that you can actually change and move forward with them? Sometimes the universe does throw you shit, and I can tell you this just from recent experience. It will throw you shit because it's realigning you to something that is absolutely beautiful, and you have no control over it. But sometimes you really do have control over it, and there's other movements you can do. Yes, I understand we go through things and it's really fucking difficult. It feels like you just don't want to get up. You have no motivation. You can't win for losing. It feels awful. But you can continue to feel like shit, or you can get up and do something about it, right? You can allow yourself to, even if it's just a little bit by little bit, like one day at a time, get up and do one thing, right? Or do this or do that, right? And as soon as you get up and move, the universe is going to start working with you in tandem. It's not just going to leave you doing it all by yourself, right? And you have a choice. You have a choice to make. And look, it looks like in this cup, all the other cups are empty, but this cup right here that is in the skeleton's hand, where is it? This one? It has growth. I'm about to throw something at my cat because he's being annoying. With the Knight of Swords, yeah. Hey, Percy. I'm not being mean to my cat. His tail is messed up, and I have a cone on him, and he's figured out how to get around his cone, and he's messing his tail up more. So I actually just got today, I ordered bandages because the cone's not working. So I'm going to have to wrap him up, because even as we speak, he's making himself bleed. So I don't usually throw things at my cat, but he's so infuriating. And then he gets mad, like, why are you yelling at me? Bro, why are you making yourself bleed? Anyway, with the Knight of Swords, yeah, you're going to be, like I said, there's going to be slow movement, but you're also going to start learning, you're going to be learning, seeing clearly about things little by little, seeing clearly about the things in your life, about the choices you're making, about what really, the way reality really works. And it really is, like, I know some people are going to be like, that's dumb, but it really is a programming. And the way that you have programming and the way that you were programmed when you were little, those are programmings that you have to remove. If you don't remove those, they will continue to fuck up your life. And once you wake up and be like, you know what, I can actually stop bullets, I can actually do this. I don't think you can stop bullets, don't try that. I don't have to live in, you know, this and this is happening to me. It's not happening to you. Life is happening, and it's happening at you, right? And we decide whether it is good or bad, and how we're going to allow things to affect us. And whether we understand what's happening, what are you going to do at that moment? Are you just going to give up? Are you going to get up and get shit done? Or are you going to literally just... Sometimes things happen to us and it's for our own good. It's because we couldn't get up and we couldn't get it moving. And we have to allow things to happen so that it can move us. But if you're continuing not to move, you can't blame anyone else or anything else for your for the things that are happening for you, right? Sometimes when we can't get up on our own, the universe will send in a tower moment, because you asked for help, and the way that the universe works, it says, you know what, here, I'm gonna help you, but it's going to feel violent. That's what it's gonna feel like, right? And so, and then there are times where we have no control over what's happening, no matter what we do. And then the only thing you have control over is how are you going to perceive what's happening to you? How are you going to react? How are you going to take it in? How are you going to, you know, are you going to freak out, give up? Are you going to sit there and complain and become a victim? Or are you going to be like, you know what? There's nothing I can do about this. The only thing I can do is continue to pray, continue to do what I can do until this passes over. This too shall pass, right? I don't know why I'm doing so many in this reading. There's a lot of like, anyway. I'm about to throw something else at my cat. Percy, no! And he knows he's not supposed to do it. So he'll look up to see if I'm looking at him. Percy! Sorry, guys. Whatever. I'll have to deal with it when I'm down here. Yeah, with the 10 of Wands. Letting go of those burdens. Not even letting go of the burdens, but letting go of the perceived burdens. This something else happened. Let me put this on my back. Oh, this is now happening. Let me put this on my back. Let me carry this. Instead of not carrying any of it, because even if you worry about, let's say you had car problems and you can't fix it right now, you're carrying that burden now. Instead of, you know what, I can't fix it right now, so I'm just going to set that aside, remove it. I can't worry about it. I can't deal with it. It is what it is. I'm not going to worry about it, right? Because what you're doing is now you're worshiping the problem. You're now saying, I have to fucking worship you until I get it fixed, because I'm going to worry about it until I can fix it. And all you did was worry about it, and then eventually it got fixed. Or you could have a good fucking week, and then eventually it'll get fixed when it needs to get fixed, right? That's just an example. That's just an example. With the 10 of Wands, it really is just releasing the things that you cannot control. There are some things you can control. There are some things you cannot control. There really are. Let's get one more. Look, it came in reverse. And it was not. All my deck is upright. You guys saw that. You guys saw that. It's the Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Allowing yourself to come out of that. I feel like a lot of you guys have had a short fuse lately. Maybe been snippy at people. Maybe even like been just having, you know, when you're going through a lot, you're kind of, it's that I'm getting, you know how they say that octopuses like to punch fish for no reason? It's almost like that, but like you're cranky because there's a lot going on. There's a need to come out of that Queen of Swords energy. There's a need to, basically I heard, stop being an asshole. Stop being an asshole. We understand you're overwhelmed. We understand all of that, but there you have a choice on how to proceed and how to behave when things are happening, and you need to release. You need to allow things to happen and understand that they happen for a reason. And yes, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. I can tell you that, again, firsthand, literally. But there's a need to release that anger and allow things to happen and understand. And I feel like you understand, but you have to be reminded, right? What's the guidance? The Three of Wands? No. You're waiting for things to change, and they are going to change. They are changing, in fact, I heard. Here he comes. He's being a brat. You're in trouble. He ran away. He always runs away when I yell at him. What's Aries' guidance? The Ten of Pentacles. Live your best life. Live your best life however it is, that whatever's going on. Live the life that you're living at the time. Things are always going to go wrong. Things are always going to happen. Things are going to break down. There's always going to be health issues. There's always going to be this, the bill, the next bill, this and that. Allow yourself to live your best life even when things are going on. I recently had a conversation with a friend of mine, and I said, you know what? This wasn't recently. This was like a couple months ago. But I was like, you know what? Everything is, it's like that meme where everything's on fire, and I'm just allowing the fire, and I'm just sitting calmly having a cup of tea, right? Because it's so much. At that time, it was so much. There was nothing I could do. Nothing I could do. I had no control. I didn't have the means. I didn't have help. I didn't have anything. There was nothing I could do. So literally all I could do was just surrender and watch it all burn down. Shit. Like, you can't put out a fire with a bucket of water, right? You can only surrender and do the things that you can do. Not sit there and break down and why. And no, that's not going to help you. It's not going to help anything. It's not going to help anybody. And in fact, what you're calling in is more problems, right? There's a need to fully trust and live your best life the way, like the sun at the bottom of the deck. That's so funny, Aries. The sun. Yeah. There's good things coming in. Allow yourself to trust and allow yourself to be happy even in the darkest of times. I know that's fucking hard. I know it's hard. I have been working on it for 5 years, right? And it is hard. But you will get there, Aries. Okay? I'm going to leave this message here. I feel like that was a message you guys needed to hear. And I will talk to you guys soon. I'm going to go yell at my cat. Bye.